And then I got a veggie sandwich. Literally just has veggies. They gave me 2 chips, although I asked for an apple.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god, stop fucking lying.
The pursuit of weight loss is always rooted in stigma and oppression. Always. There are very few things that I think are absolutes. I believe in nuance and holding many things at once. There are not too many things that are always or never to me, but this is one of them. I know that almost nobody says I'm going on a diet because of the stigma and oppression. Instead, we have been conditioned to say it's because of health or to make things feel easier or to be able to have more clothes and chairs and space that fit your body. And on the surface, all of those things are true. Many people pursue weight loss because of the benefit that weight loss is needed to improve health, but the reason we believe this is because of the stigma and oppression. Many people pursue weight loss because being in a smaller body makes navigating the world easier, but the reason it makes it easier is because of the stigma and oppression. If stigma and oppression around higher weight bodies doesn't exist, we wouldn't be pursuing weight loss. Being thinner wouldn't make it easier to navigate the world. We would get actual health care instead of weight loss advice from our medical providers. Stigma and oppression underlie all attempts at intentional weight loss, and of course, given the stigma and oppression those of us in larger bodies face, the desire to lose weight is understandable. If you're pursuing weight loss currently, you aren't bad or wrong or a failure. You are impacted by the stigma and oppression, and that is not your fault. Do you guys not hear how ridiculous that sounds? Do I really need to explain this? You think that the reason people want to lose weight is because of stigma and oppression? This is how hard these people just want to be victims and are trying to be victims and get pity on people. That's like saying I'm pursuing my dreams and a high-paying career because there's a stigma against poor people that they can't buy houses. Well, guess what? Being poor and being a victim of being poor is not going to help me buy a house. And eating 8,000 calories and getting fat isn't going to help me navigate the world. It's going to negate the ability to do those things. The same way that getting more money and losing weight will help you get through the world. Because as easy as my life might be, and I realize that, than the average person, it's still hard for me to do certain things, like stay up on my bills because random shit happens all the time, and I live in America, so we have high healthcare costs. But I'm pursuing things to try to put my life in line so I can have an easier time getting through. The same reason I go to the gym, so I can have an easier time going through. 6 diet statistics that you can't ignore. 2 out of 3 will regain within a year. Almost all will regain by 5 years. 2 out of 3 will regain more weight than lost. 75% of women have disordered eating behaviors. Eating disorder rates have doubled. Social determinants account for 30 to 55% of health. Which one of these hit you? Are you kidding? Are you serious? So these statistics where you regain weight and all that stuff, yeah, you probably will regain some weight after you lose a bunch. It's perfectly normal. However, if you're on a fitness journey, it's very likely that that weight you're going to regain is going to be muscle weight. I started my fitness journey, my weight loss journey rather, at 220 pounds. I got down to 160. You want to know where I'm at now? I weighed myself today. I weigh 191. So that means I lost 60 pounds and then regained 30. But here's where that isn't a problem. I look way better than I did when I was at 220 because I don't have as much fat. I look like a relatively thin person who is healthy. And I'm actually going to try to regain way more weight as muscle mass. If I regain more, than what I lost, it's going to be because I look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and not because I look like your average 600-pound life in person. For people with disordered eating, they talk about how people have disordered eating a lot, as if they're not talking about themselves. Yeah, disordered eating has doubled because more people are addicted to food. It is a huge problem. Now, some people overcorrect that problem with anorexic behaviors, but you don't see binge eating as a disordered eating behavior. But when you're talking about statistics like that, you have to take that into account or you're being dishonest. And here's the thing too, with the socialization determinations, how you react to social situations is going to be up to you. It is 100% your responsibility. If someone gives you a hard time out in public and you go back and you eat 10,000 calories, that's on you. If you have a negative experience in public or social situation and you go home and refuse to eat food, that's on you too. It is not anyone else's fault other than you. And that's really the message we try to get across here at the Honey Glider, is that you need to take personal responsibility for your own health. That is going to get you farther than any of this bullshit rhetoric. This New Year's, please don't make next year's goal to destroy your body. Don't go to the gym and punish yourself. Don't restrict food. Don't dream of being skinny. Find a way to make peace with yourself. Maybe even consider making your resolution to start intuitive eating. I promise it's better for your body and your mental health. Whatever you do, don't spread fat phobia. There's enough as it is. Now, here's my thing with New Year's resolutions. New Year's resolutions themselves are complete bullshit. If you want to set your mind to do something, don't push it off until the new year. If you want to make a change, make it as soon as you come up with the idea, whether it's for your health, whether it's for your career, no matter if it's a skill you want to learn, anything. As soon as you come up with the idea, as soon as you decide you can do that thing, just go out and do it. Take step one. Now, I don't have a problem with your New Year's resolution being fitness. Obviously, I enjoy it, and I know a lot of others do too. However, these people don't understand the definition of intuitive eating, because intuitive eating is eating until you're full. However, when you have a binge eating disorder, what you're really doing is saying, give up on thinking that certain amount of calories are going to keep you down to a certain weight. Give up on the idea of calories, give up on the idea of diet, and eat every single thing you see plus some. See, these people, they think intuitive eating is eating as much as they possibly can and then stopping when it hurts. When the cue of being full is just not being hungry anymore. That's something these people get wrong constantly. I just looked up the definition because it's stupid. It's telling that we endlessly debate correlation versus causation when it comes to fatness and health issues. Many studies are done with flawed research methods in an attempt to prove that fatness causes health problems, and yet we 100% know that eating disorders cause health issues and that people die as a direct result of their eating disorder at alarming rates. But still, billions of dollars are spent on research trying to prove causation and figure out how to eradicate fatness while eating disorders research woefully. Underfunded and eating disorders are often encouraged and congratulated. Tell me again how it's the health of fat people you care about. Hold on. Wait a minute. Something ain't right. Are you really suggesting with your language that eating a healthy amount of food is somehow an eating disorder? Because this entire time, I unironically thought they were only targeting actual anorexic people and not people who are actually of a healthy weight. But with them talking about restrictive dieting being a eating disorder and how they're talking about disordered eating, it's leading me to believe that they think people who are of a healthy BMI are somehow the people with disordered eating, and yet They try to say that disordered eating causes health problems, yet they have an eating disorder that is causing their health problems, one of which is being morbidly obese, and one of the others being type 2 diabetes, and one of the others being no cartilage in their knees, and one of the others being heart attack and stroke, and one of the others being countless other problems that come with being overweight, such as not being able to walk up or down stairs. What the fuck are you talking about? Body size is not a choice, period. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, mark your fucking calendars. I actually agree with this point. Not for the reason they think I do, but I do agree with this point. Your body size itself is not your choice. But here's what it is. Your body size is the sum of all of the choices you've made over the past years. Every decision you make will change your body size, either for the better or for the worse. It will change your health, either for the better or for the worse. If you eat 8,000 calories, the side effect of that choice is going to be a bigger body. And if you decide to run 3 miles every day and eat healthy, the side effect of those choices are going to be that you are a healthy person. I don't understand what they're talking about here, but yes, your body size is not a choice. It is the sum of all of your choices. FYI, people in larger bodies are more often malnourished than those in smaller bodies. Malnourishment is the same. The act of undernourishing your body, whether you are large or small, and has the same consequences. Are you malnourished? Sure. But you're not malnourished in the same way an anorexic person is malnourished. You're malnourished in the effect that you eat too much of the wrong food, not getting proper nutrition, and then wondering why you are overweight. You are over-fertilizing yourself. You are giving yourself an abundance of nutrients, and that is your malnourishment. It is not a malnourishment in under-supplying your body with things to choose from. It is giving your body too much to deal with, and as a consequence, making a body that, ironically, can't deal with much.
I want to drive home just how much and how little the kids have both been eating, so Aisha and David are sitting down to a straightforward meal swap. And for the mums, it's a stark reality check of just what they've been feeding their kids. Fussy eater David is sitting down to a huge pile of cheese-topped shepherd's pie, accompanied by Yorkshire puddings and his pet hate, vegetables.
Ready? Yes.
And monster muncher Aisha, who usually eats adult-sized portions, will have to make do with 4 chicken nuggets and a few chips, washed down with David's favourite, a chocolate milkshake.
What do you think about that?
It's very small.
It is very small, isn't it?
Do you think you're going to manage to eat all that?
Yeah.
With the kids left speechless by the difference in their portion sizes, the mums take a seat in the garden to keep a close eye on proceedings.
I knew David would eat the Yorkshire puddings first, because he does like Yorkshire pudding.
Aisha's going to be moaning at me if she's hungry.
This is how much you normally eat, then you eat more.
Now, as I get full really quickly, I wish I had the stuff on that plate. That's my favourite meal.
Shepherd's pie is one of my favourite meals.
I don't like it.
What don't you like about the broccoli?
I just don't like that bit.
Broccoli is one of my favourite vegetables. I don't think it's that bad.
Become